Welcome to the Martin E. Siegel Theater Center here at the Graduate Center CUNY, and to Prelude 21, Start Making Sense. It is our annual theater and performance festival celebrating the work of New York theater artists and ensembles. And it's hard enough in normal times to create work for the stage and for spaces inside and outside, but in the time of Corona, we all are faced with exceptional challenges. And we are here to celebrate again the extraordinary achievements that come out of the New York theater community. It is time, I think, and we feel, to start making sense, to ask questions. Why are we making theater? But also, how are we producing it? And for whom? And this is a great investigation again into the mechanics of making art in New York City. And we also invited theater ensembles from around the US, from Detroit and Cincinnati, St. Louis and Philadelphia, New Orleans, to join us. And this will be an extraordinary look into what is on the minds of artists right now. We also have many panel discussions. We have an award which we're giving out to honor outstanding members of the New York theater community. So I would like to all of you to join in and get an insight of what is happening.
The play Faggy Faafi Cairo Boy. Act 1, acrylic, Cairo, Egypt, 1992. An upper middle class Egyptian home. Lights come up on an immoderate amount of gold leaf. 3 high school boys sit with their backs to the audience surrounding a TV set and VCR player. Newspapers cover the floor. The first boy goes to grab some tissues from a box of them on the shelf, then sits. Yasser is second to the box and, supplying himself, gets a little carried away.
Oh, come on! Who do you think you're kidding? We've all seen you come before.
What are you talking
Hardly a dribble, my good man.
And please tell me, my dear faggot, why you'd be watching me come in the first place?
You'd have to be a buffalo to need that many tissues.
Lay off him, you fags. Yasser Habibi, take as many as you need. Half for now and half for later when you show your faggot porn who's boss.
The boys laugh and laugh. Mohammed goes to take his share of Kleenex, only to find that the first one he pulls out is the last one in the box.
Well, now you've done it. You run the host himself out of Kleenex. What, you hoping to clean mine up yourself? Yeah, Khawel.
Relax, man. You made us spread today's and yesterday's news, obituaries included, over your precious parquet. You don't need a whole box of tissues. Besides, What are you, some kind of sperm whale?
Come on. We don't have that much time before your dad will be here.
They settle, start playing the tape. The screen displays stark white words on a black background. Woman 1 kisses woman 2. Both are blonde. This is very exciting. Neither woman 1 nor woman 2 has any real tits. This is very exciting. Woman 2 licks woman 1's lips, chin, neck, ear, cheek, forehead, eyebrows, eyelids, the little space that nobody ever knows what it's called, that's just like a curved vertical groove just underneath your nostrils, a little bit north of your upper lip, then licks her chin again, her lips again, her neck again. Begin again. Woman 2 purses her lips and spits into woman 1's mouth.
Oh, what the fuck? Is this the kind of shit you like watching, ya Mohammed?
Whatever. I like the spitting. Who wouldn't want to do that to some bitch? But yeah, last time with that horse video, we're masturbating in the house of one very sick motherfucker.
I told you, assholes, my brother gets this shit. So if you're bothered, go talk to him about the horses and the spit. You think I borrowed these tapes from the Suzanne Mubarak Children's Library or something?
The mention of Suzanne Mubarak, though not usually a masturbatory prompt, calms the hubbub. The boys return to watching the tape and, each unzipping his fly, get down to business. Woman 2 massages woman 1's boobs. Anytime woman 2 releases either of woman 1's boobs, woman 1's nipples spring up to face the heavens, where, so positioned, they stare, direct and unblinking, into God's eternal visage. This is very exciting. While massaging woman 2's boobs, woman 1 lifts up woman 2's boobs, exposing a faint pink scar underneath. The faint pink scar is not important. The breastplay lasts for 2 minutes, rounding up. The boobs bounce once, twice and a half times upon release. This, in contrast, is important. Woman 2 inserts a large, bright pink and very sharp acrylic nail into woman 1. Woman 2 inserts a second large, bright pink and very sharp acrylic nail into woman 1. Woman 1 finds this to be very exciting. Woman 1 certainly makes sounds like she is finding it to be very exciting. It is very exciting. No, really, it is. It's exciting. Okay, you know what? We're not going to go on with the play until you agree with woman 1's very vocal opinion that this is very exciting. Be excited. That's better. It's better. Now then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is the best part. In, out, out, in, 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 out, in.
Feels good. Jizz all over yesterday's news, doesn't it?
Act 2. Death Watch, Vigil Fucking. 20 years later, Chelsea, New York, 2012.
Okay, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I just wish you just let
Jacob,
me come
I
with you.
really can't talk about this again. I really, really
I
can't.
just don't see why I can't come. Even if I stay separate from you, I won't ask you for anything. I'll get a room somewhere close to the hospital. Sightsee when you're with him. You could come over or not come over, but if you wanted to come over, you could come over for breakfast or breaks or back rubs or baths or blow jobs or whatever else you'll need that I can give you. But if I stay here, all I am is helpless.
I mean, Jacob, this is part of the fucking problem, isn't it? Here's me trying to pack, thinking, what might I need to set myself up properly for an indefinite period of time at the hospital where my father is dying? And then there you are, wanting ostensibly to help
monkey,
and talking
don't
about
ostensibly
blowjobs.
me. Bad news, honey. You're not going to use your father's deathbed to drum up some big display of self-righteous anger just to derail a conversation you don't want to have with your secret fucking boyfriend. I can see you coming from a mile away. Give me some credit. You know that what I mean is I want to be there for you for whatever you need. And if that's blowjobs, then yes, that's fucking blowjobs. Why are you being like this? You know you're not being fair here. I'm your partner. I just want to be there for you with this. I don't want to be at the end of a phone conversation with you while your father is dying. It's bad enough I never met him.
Baby, I understand, but we've been through exactly that too. I already told you I don't know how long I'll be there. In fact, I have no idea. It could be a day. It could be 8 days. In fact, I have no idea. I could get on that plane and step off 12 hours later to a text telling me he died while I was in the air, because fuck paying for Wi-Fi just to get news like that and then have nothing to do but watch that tiny little fucking plane icon inching across the motherfucking Atlantic. Or I could get there, spend the 2 weeks leave I have in the hospital, and have to get right back on that plane with him still there, still in a coma, still dying on death watch the way people do, which is messily and not on a motherfucking schedule, Jacob. Now, given all that, your plan can't be just like hang out indefinitely in a place where you'd be 1, visible, 2, vulnerable, 3, unsafe, all for probably the hour a day I'd be able to spend with you. And then I'd be worried about you and how you're feeling and what you're doing or not doing and about the disruption to your life. And if you didn't go out or you couldn't go out that day and are bored out of your mind, or if you did go out that day, who bothered you and whether you were okay, instead of just focusing on my father, which is what I need to be doing right now. Please. Please. BB. Please understand.
You cannot. You simply cannot know how hard this is.
No, Jacob, I can't know how hard that is, but I can tell you how hard this is.
Okay. Okay. Look, I know you don't need to be worrying about me. I know the timing of your return is open-ended. I know I wouldn't actually see you that much. And Trust me. You've mentioned it enough times. I know there's nothing I can do. I just wish there were, Booby.
Muhammad reaches for Jacob from behind, holds him to his body in a firm, abiding hug. Jacob turns, grabs Muhammad's head in the circle of his arms, and rains down a patter of 1,000 kisses on his beloved's mouth, cheeks, neck, nose, forehead, eyes. They grow serious, pull each other in. Their kissing and breathing deepen as they begin to fumble at their own and one another's clothing.
So, baby boy, without me there, what are you gonna do? Have Yasser fuck you in the hospital bathroom?
You think that's funny?
Oh,
Ha ha
come
ha.
on.
Ha 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 ha. You're so fucking hilarious, Jacob.
BB, you know that A, I'm joking, and B, I wouldn't care, even if you did. I'm just, trying to lighten the mood over here.
Lighten the
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Jacob? Not all moods need to be lightened. So maybe do less, Jacob.
Okay, fine. You're right, it was a weird thing to say. But honestly, I'm still metabolizing all this shit, and I'm glad we're finally fucking talking about it. Instead of pretending that big white elephant taking a fucking dump in the middle of our living room floor isn't even there, which is your preferred method of
Jacob,
conflict
what the fuck are you
resolution.
talking about? Even you're not making any sense.
Come on, you know what I'm talking about, Mo. And honestly, I'd be fucking relieved if you actually just went ahead and fucked him.
Jacob, I don't want to fuck him. And what do you mean relieved? Why the fuck relieved?
Well, I just think if you actually had your closeted gay childhood
Closeted
best friend
gay.
of 20 years dick after all these years, finally it might, cut it down to size, so to
Okay,
speak.
look, he's got two
Personally,
children.
I am way more worried about whatever intrigue you might have left over you in
Jacob,
the
what
relationship
fucking
than I am
intrigue?
about a little extracurricular cross-Atlantic death watch vigil fucking with a self-hating, closeted man who shares a bathroom with his mother in fucking law.
Jacob, that was cruel.
I just already told you. Look. How do you expect me to react when you just told me about that night? And for all the years we've been together, hadn't mentioned it to me once. Even though you've told me about literally every other thing you've ever done. And now he's who's picking you up from the airport while I continue sitting in the spectator seat to that part of your life.
You mean the circle jerk?
Oh,
that was nothing,
God.
Jacob,
No!
and you know
The circle jerk isn't what I mean, monkey, and you know it.
Okay. I understand.
Muhammad returns his partner to the circle of his arms.
Look, I should have told you about the circle jerk.
Yeah.
And about the other thing too with me and him just before now. I know that, and I'm sorry. Look, maybe I was ashamed. I don't know. It was all so sad. I mean, the saddest and most ashamed sex I've ever had. I told you, he and I never even talked about it, not once in all these years. Look, it doesn't even matter. All I'm saying is, I know where this concern is coming from, but I said it already, and I'll say it again. Jacob, first and only son of Jacob, there is no intrigue. There's no intrigue. No intrigue. None. Zero. Sufar. Nada. No intrigue. I love Yasser. You know that. I've never pretended otherwise, but not like that. He's my old friend. There's no intrigue, Daddy, I promise. You're worrying about ancient history. And I can't believe you remembered about his mother-in-law. How is it you remember every detail, Daddy?
Because I listen to you, monkey. I listen. I care. I love. I adore. I adulate. I worship. I hold most dear and sacred.
Momentarily reconciled, they kiss, opening their mouths to one another. The lights fade to black. Act 3. Return of the immigrant visa son. We remain in blackout as the sound comes in. أهلا بكم في مطار القاهرة الدولي. الساعة الآن 11:10 صباحا. Welcome to Cairo International Airport. The time is now 11 a.m. Muhammad enters the stage appearing ravaged by the 12-hour flight. In addition to the backpack strapped to his back, he is carrying a laundry bag with something very bulky in it. Spotted immediately as being either moneyed or foreign-looking, he is approached by several porters.
Psst, psst, Mister,
This one your bag?
welcome
Hello.
to Egypt.
Speak
Mister.
English, Francese. Put it
No,
Mister. Excuse.
Yes, I help you. I help
I'm
you, Mister.
Egyptian, by the way, and I speak Arabic.
Oh, well, fine then. Lucky for you. I speak Arabic too. Hey. Welcome home, Mr. I am Egyptian, by the way. Where are you flying back from today?
America.
Oh, America. Welcome home, Mr. America. I was just there recently, actually. Yeah. Obama invited me and the madame to lunch. Which bag's yours then, Obama? Here you go, young sir. Hope you had a safe flight, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sir, Mr. Obama. The tea, sir.
Excuse me?
The tea. My tea.
Oh, the tea. Yes, I'm sorry. Just 1 second.
As Muhammad fumbles for his wallet, he drops the too many things he has in his hands onto the airport floor, including the laundry bag with the something very bulky in it. The porter rescues the cascade of items falling as Muhammad fumbles for local currency.
Careful, Obama. What's got you so worked up? Careful with your stuff.
Sorry, I'm just 1 second. I'm just seeing if I have any Egyptian pounds.
Well, I wouldn't want to make you late, Mr. Obama. Good news. If you don't have Egyptian pounds, sir, I accept USD. No, it's no problem, sir.
I found my Egyptian money. I'm just looking for change.
More good news. In addition to change, I am also able to accept large bills. It's not a problem, sir.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Muhammad, now feeling awkward as fuck, especially after such an enormous production, hands over the equivalent of 87 cents.
Five pounds, sir? Five pounds? And me calling you Obama all day. What? America go bankrupt while you're there? Allah. So tell Obama, how long's it been since you've been back in Egypt?
It's been 5 years since I'm here because my father is
5 years? 5. Odd.
Why odd?
Well, it just seems to me like you really like that number.
A 20 years older Yasser, unnoticed among the crowd, tiptoes up to Muhammad and gives him a loud smack to the back. Muhammad whirls around with his fists up, stopping himself just before he connects with Yasser's beaming face.
Yasser! Yasser! You son of a whore, you always had a hammer for a hand.
Yasser kisses Muhammad first on the right cheek, then the left cheek, before bringing him in for a conspicuously manly, backslapping hug. The porter, becoming bored with a reunion scene he sees about 1,000,000 times a day, peeks into the open laundry bag. He seems first startled, then confused, and takes out the bulky thing, revealing it to be a plush pair of bedroom slippers shaped like Yeti feet. They are both ridiculous and enormous. The porter realizes Muhammad is leaving, having forgotten the laundry bag.
Obama, wait, Obama! Halt the presidential motorcade, Mr. President. You didn't tell me you flew back to attend a costume party, Obama. You should have told me. I'd have dressed up as Batman and come with you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Here's that. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Trying to get the porter to shut up as quickly as possible, gives him a $20 bill.
Wow. So I guess he'll pay foreign currency for some costume shoes, but not for the privilege of keeping his back straight while I bend mine. I swear they're taking over the country. And here we are, reduced to this conference of faggots, bold and brash as daylight. No shame left, really, in this world. Didn't you know? The sun has set on the era of shame, never to rise again. Shame, really. The Prophet himself said it. وَإِذَا بُيْتُمْ فَاسْتَتِرُوا. Why run around revealing what personal blight God's kept from public shame and knowing? Allah, astaghfirullah azim. Astaghfirullah azim. Astaghfirullah azim. Psst. Mister, welcome to Egypt. Mister, I help you, Mister. Welcome to Egypt. Is this one your bag? Yes.
Act 4, Dead Man Breathing.
In darkness, hospital noises. An elevator dings, fluorescent lights come up abruptly. Muhammad's father, aka Baba, lies in bed, comatose and gray. Everything about him is gray. The sheets he sleeps on, gray. The blanket he's huddled under, gray. His face, once flesh-colored, now gray. His hair, black as midnight once with streaks of vibrant silver, now gray streaked with gray. Furrows in his face, gray. The heart monitor beeps with increased activity as an even more washed out Baba struggles up from the same bed, blinking his eyes awake, leaving his breathing body behind in the sheets. He looks around at the hospital machines, confused as to why his physical body is attached to all this junk. He studies his body as if to confirm it's really his.
What's this? What's brought me here? How did I get here? What's wrong with me? How long have I been laid out like this?
A nurse enters to check on the heart monitor. Baba makes multiple attempts to engage her, though she notices him not at all. She checks his body's vitals, her face the kind of slack that people only permit themselves when they're alone. Satisfied the patient is fine, she walks out as if Baba were a wisp of air. Attempting to run out of the room after her, a frantic Baba crashes into an invisible force field that does not permit him to leave the room.
I seek God's protection from evil. and his forgiveness for my sins. What is happening? I don't understand a thing. I must be dreaming.
Sir, are you... Of course. You're already up.
The angel G, humanoid though genderless, has wings sprouting out of their back, entirely too small to give the angel flight. In their arms, they carry a book so thick it makes the angel waddle.
Okay, that's fine. I'm so sorry. I know. It's a shocking way to wake up. I know. I assure you, it was not supposed to be this way.
Well, oh, thank God I can actually touch you.
Yeah,
That nurse thing must have been some kind of jinn. But what have they done to the room? I can't leave. There's some kind of well, this is gonna sound crazy, but some invisible wall. Can you?
Yeah, no, sir. I know. I look. Usually, okay, it's unfortunate in your case, sir, that's how you woke up. I'm usually here for that. Like, just it's a scheduling snafu. It's fine.
Scheduling snafu?
Yes, but suffice it to say, it won't happen again, sir. Well, definitely not to you, anyway. That's a guarantee I'll even put in writing. You only die once.
I'm not dead. I'm right over there. I'm breathing. I'm not dead. Only dreaming. I can't wake myself up.
Oh, look, stop with all this self-mortification. God. Fine. You're right. My bad. Technically, you're not dead, Mr. Mr. Wa'il, firstborn son of Fatma, thirdborn daughter of Marwa, firstborn daughter of In'am. There, yeah.
Wait. How do you know all that? How do you know my mother's name and my grandmother's name and her mother? I've never met you.
I'd be so very happy to answer literally every single one of your questions. But let me first, it's going to be easier if you just let me go over the basics first with you, because then I'll have to, you see, I'm late for another, I don't want to have two people waking up alone in the same day now, do we?
Listen, will you stop talking like a bloodless bureaucrat, please? I don't understand what's happening. I'm just confused. And then I saw the nurse, but then I tried to talk to her and why is this happening all of a sudden? And why are you acting like this is normal? Why am I in the hospital? And why can't I leave the room? And who are you?
Yes.
What are you?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. If you'd only stop interrupting. I'm an angel. The angel G, you can call me. I'm here to oversee, your departure to the afterlife.
Fuck off, man. This is no time for joking. Can't you see? I'm frantic over here.
I assure you, Mr. Wa'il, firstborn son of Fatma, thirdborn daughter of Marwa, firstborn daughter of In'am, I would never joke about my calling. Just trying to do my job, which you're making very difficult. Sure,
yes. Okay, Mr. Angel G. Is Beelzebub joining us later for some biscuits and tea?
You lot are so predictable. You live your whole lives believing one very specific thing. And then as soon as you're confronted with it, all you have is sarcasm and disbelief. I am an angel. That's how I know your lineage. And not just that, but literally everything that has ever happened. It's my job. I'm an angel.
In a huff, Angel G unfurls their tiny wings in a gesture of irritation. Baba, spying them for the very first time, hits an emotional wall.
You are an angel. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
You're an angel. You're an angel.
That's what I've been saying.
But you're a fucking angel. I'm standing here talking to a real live angel. Oh my God. If you're an angel, I'm dead. You're alive, but I'm dead. Because if I wasn't dead, then I wouldn't be seeing you or your silly little wings, would I? No, I wouldn't be seeing you. No, I would. No. When did I die? What, I don't remember it. Did it happen? It didn't happen, right? No, it can't have, because then who's that guy breathing over there? Yeah, I'm alive. Must be. I'm probably. I just. Wait. I must be dead. Otherwise, why would you be here with those very small wings? Can those even carry you? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! How did it happen? Was it painful? Why don't I remember it? Did I hit my head? I must have. Otherwise, I'd remember. I can't believe it. Just like that. I blink and I'm dead, and I can't even remember it. Really kind of thought the whole thing would leave more of an impression. And here's this regular fucking Icarus waiting to happen. Can't even get an angel with a proper pair of wings to escort me to the afterlife.
Okay, I know you're lashing out because you're scared.
No. I refuse. I simply no. You go back up there and tell him I've been a good man. I did so many things. I've been to Mecca. I've given alms, prayed every prayer, including dawn.
Okay. A, stop yelling. B, like I said, I know literally everything that's ever happened to you and every single other human who's ever lived. So can you spare me the greatest hits?
No, but no.
I just firstborn daughter of Marwa.
I just need you to listen to me.
Enough! Look, I am actually sorry about the delay getting here. I can imagine when you put your hand through something that wasn't a happy moment, but I'm here now to explain everything. So will you just? Everything's going to make sense. I promise. Aren't I a creature of light? Part of the job description, isn't it? To dispel the dark. Act 5, broken seatbelt. On the road, Cairo, late afternoon. Mohammed and Yasser have just settled themselves into the tight quarters of a hatchback interior. Mohammed reaches for the seatbelt, which snaps out of his hand as he's trying to close it, leaving behind a diagonal bar of soot on his light-colored shirt.
Fuck.
What? Oh, that. Man, it's just a little dust. Come here, I'll just... Sorry, my parents. Nobody used seatbelt in my country, huh? They were not advanced and modern like America. Also, no AC. Sorry. Stopped working the third day I bought the car. That's what you get by buying used. But what's a little sweat between friends, huh? Anyway, I missed you, man. ليك وحشة عرس. So, how long's it been since you've come back to the homeland from the land of the free and the land of the faggots? Fuck! ما تفتح يا ابن الوسخ الله! تعالوا السواق بقى صمك. Oh shit. Sorry, man. Are you okay? That idiot! I swear it's like if elephants got taught to drive with their trunk.
It's fine. It happens. I just got
Cool. Just don't want to damage the cargo. I'll already be delivering you to your father a pool of sweat, straight from the plane and already showered. First class service, really, if you think about it. Huh? Top notch.
No worries about the AC. Just being in a car is enough of a treat.
Right. I guess you take the train like everyone there in New York. Yeah. Well, happy to be your chauffeur. Kind of a step up for me too. If I'm honest, my kids smell kind of weird. So, how long's it been? It feels like forever, you know?
Muhammad's cell phone beeps with an incoming text message from Jacob. Monkey! Saw the plane landed on fly tracker. You good? Tried calling. Maybe you still in customs. Anyway, call when you can. Your DD already. Mrs. is swarthy, sexy, terrorist, and monkey boo boo, XOXOXO, XXXXXXX. All kidding aside, thinking of you, baby. I love you a lot.
5 years, right?
Yeah, exactly. Good memory.
Well, my kids are excited to see you. You know what they said when I mentioned I was picking you up? Baba, is he bringing toys? Of course, that's all these little monsters remember about you from last time, huh? Tiny little capitalists.
Well, then my stock's about to plummet. No toys in this suitcase.
And ice cream will do just fine. These idiots are still young enough. Do you want to see pictures of them?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Here, scroll this way, not that way.
Okay.
This way.
Okay.
Not that way. This way.
Wait, which way?
This way.
I'm kidding. Oh, they're so cute. Allah yakhalihum.
Yeah, they are. They are very cute. But they're also criminals, huh? That Hannah especially, turning my hair white, but I swear I can't say no to her. About anything. And that little son of a bitch, she knows that very well. She's living her whole blessed life on the back of the old fool she keeps for a father.
You're so cute when you talk about her.
Cute. Okay, they can be cute, but me, cute? Faggot. Man up, bro.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm just joking with you. Hey, where's your sense of humor, my fellow Egyptian? Living abroad banished it altogether. I said I was kidding, man.
Yeah. I know you were joking.
The screen lights up with an incoming call from Jacob. Muhammad takes a peek, then just lets it ring.
Do you to get that?
No. It's not important. You know, the office. So
An uncomfortable silence descends upon the car, punctuated by the phone's intermittent buzzing.
Yasser?
Yeah.
Could we stop? Could we stop at the hospital first? I mean, I know I could very badly use a shower and a shave probably, but I think I should go see him first. So do you mind if we just stop at the hospital first? You don't even have to wait for me, especially you just got out of work today. I'm sure you're tired and everything, but if we could just stop by at the hospital, then
Okay,
I can just go in and...
talking. Stop talking. Yes, of course. Hospital first. I'll drop you off now and head to the office. Then I'll come back and I'll drive you to your dad's. How's that sound?
Honestly, like a massive hassle to you.
Muhammad, it's not a hassle. Now please stop saying shit like that. I know you too well for this ritualized politesse. You go see him now and you call me. Doesn't matter how late it is, really. You call me.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. No ritualized politesse. To be honest, I'm a little exhausted for it myself.
Yeah, man, just be with your dad. Let me help with the rest.
For old time's sake?
Old time's sake. God, what are you, 90?
Well, can't deny it's been a while since we've been in touch. It only took my father dying to put us back into contact. Easy peasy.
I don't even know what to say.
That's okay. Not much to be said.
It's fate. You know, trust in God's will. Who are we to protest his will? To be honest, when I saw your number come up, I thought something must be up. It had been a good few years since I last heard your voice.
Sorry, yeah, so you know how things get busy and then...
Oh, no, I'm not
just...
guilting you. I'm just saying that I wish it were better circumstances that put us back in touch.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind me asking, how is he now? I went the first day, but I haven't heard since.
All I know is what my aunt tells me, which might not be everything. This is the third day, uncommunicative and unconscious. Unclear if he knows that anyone is around at all.
That's so hard. But, well, at least you'll be there, you know, when he wakes up, to help him if need be with the shahada, if nothing else.
I don't know, man. I'd want to do a lot more with my father's last breath than hear him recite the shahada.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Whether you believe it or not, he does. I do. And don't you want him to have that final comfort? Dying, knowing he's completed his final task?
His final task is to talk to the invisible man instead of his only son? Look, never mind, man. I didn't mean to offend you.
It's okay, Muhammad. I know.
You know what?
What you are?
You know what? What does that have to do with anything?
Look, I know you're not a Muslim anymore. Okay?
Yeah, well, obviously, for years, but... Well, how'd you know? I don't think we've ever talked about it.
In face? You were posting about it all the time for a while.
Yeah, I had a bit of a new atheist phase, I suppose. I must have been insufferable.
Well, it's never too late to return to your faith. And maybe God will guide you there.
So, if you already knew I'm an atheist from El Face and we've never talked about it, then you must know other things from El Face that we've also never talked about?
Well, maybe. I mean, I'm not on El Face often. I see some things and I don't see some things. Their algorithm is shit. So.
Okay. So did their algorithm tell you that
Oh, I can't believe it. You're a lucky man. Parking's fucking impossible to find this time of day. Come on. I'll walk you in, then head to work.
No. It's fine. Yes, sir. You can go. I'll be okay.
No. I'm coming in with you. You shouldn't be alone when you... Just come on.
That bad?
Well, he's changed.
You really can go, man. I'm a grown boy. I don't need a babysitter.
Hey, that might be, my dear Mr. Faggy Faafi. Grown or not, you still need a friend.
Muhammad's step is slow. as his childhood best friend of 20 years leads him through the doors of the hospital, in one of whose rooms his father lay dying. Act 6, Single Party Reunion. Hospital room interior, hospital room soundscape. The light of a setting sun makes the room look like burning.
So, I'm not dead.
Most definitely not, sir. I mean, you can see it with your own eyes, okay? You're breathing.
Yeah, I guess. But how am I seeing that? What with my eyes being over there and everything?
Well, honey, I mean, I could tell you, but it's just a lot of science at the end. Are you sure that's what you're most worried about right now? Maybe just like the big questions, like big, like.
Okay. So I'm not dead. That's a relief.
Sure.
So if I'm not dead, why am I like this? Outside of my body? Can't touch anything?
Because you're about to be.
About to be what?
Dead.
What?
Yes, I'm sorry not to have more time. Usually I break it to folks a little more gradually, but yeah, you're not leaving this hospital room alive.
But no.
Why you're here, okay? Okay, you're in confinement until your soul is done detaching itself from your body. Okay, until then, nobody can see you, nobody can hear you, and you can't touch anything. So it's always been.
But no.
I know. There's probably a million buts at the tip of your tongue, but let me tell you. After doing this for a while and having seen multiple quadrillions of you pass from one life into the next, all these decades, centuries, millennia, actual aeons, I really find it best to just seek acceptance in
circumstances such as these. Circumstances such as these. I love that so much. You say it like this happens to me every Monday or something. Circumstances such as these. Circumstances such as these.
There is no reason for the sarcasm. I know. It's a lot to wake up to, but it happens.
What happens?
Death. It happens to you all. Every single one of you, literally. Every mortal breathing thing.
And that helps how?
It doesn't help you to know that what you're about to, live through, for lack of a better. It doesn't help you to know that this same thing has happened to every person who's come before you, and that it will happen to every person who comes after you?
You're right. What a cozy comfort.
Okay, fine. If you don't want to feel better about it, don't feel better about it.
Okay, so what now? I just wait here until my soul detaches itself from my body? I mean, how long does that take?
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, it varies. I mean, there's no consistent rule or anything. Every soul is unique. Yada, yada. Some of y'all hold on like wool.
So you don't know how long I have to stay in this room?
Not at all, my dear. Not at all.
Not even an estimate?
Not at all, my dear. Not at all.
Okay, but once my soul has, am I going to heaven?
Well, we won't know that until all of your deeds, good and bad, are accounted for. And I won't know that before I go through this whole book of your life, which I can't do if I'm here talking to you. And usually we try to have the accounting done before you've taken your final breath. So, there'll be no surprises. I mean, no more surprises, God willing.
They really need to give you angels some etiquette training around how to talk to dying people about all this.
You're a funny guy. Wa'il, firstborn son of Fatma, thirdborn daughter of Marwa, firstborn daughter of Inaim. You think possibly burning in hell for eternity is fine. But I should be polite about it. Sure.
It's just so cruel.
Yeah, so's hell. Coincidentally. It's like literally the point. Wa'il, firstborn son of Fatma, thirdborn daughter of Marwa, firstborn daughter of Inaim.
This is all very different from how I imagined it.
You're not the first person to ever say that to me, my friend. 0 on originality for this intake so far, I must say. Now, any other urgent burning questions I can help you with? Wa'il, firstborn son of Fatma, thirdborn daughter of Marwa, firstborn daughter of Inaim.
Baba.
Oh,
Mohammed.
oh my God.
Baba.
Mohammed!
Baba.
Mohammed! Mohammed!
Baba.
Mohammed! Mohammed Habibi! Mohammed! Oh, of course someone must have called it. Oh, I'll bet it's Nadia. God, she got him all worked up. You can't give that woman a single piece of news before it's... Oh, there's Yasser. I haven't seen that kid since... Oh, who cares? It's my son. That's Mohammed. I haven't seen him in... God, the last time I saw him was... I'm so happy. I'm so happy he's here. Oh, I'm so happy I got to see him before I was already gone.
Baba looks enthusiastically toward Muhammad and hurls himself at his son, trying to wrap his arms around him. He cannot make contact.
I want to... Hey, can I... Just for a second, could you help me? Can you do anything? Just...
Yasser, he's...
I know. It's tough, I know, but you have to just be strong.
Please.
Even if I could, I'm not allowed.
Just who has to know? Nobody has to know.
Well, Wa'il, firstborn son of Fatma, thirdborn daughter of Marwa, firstborn daughter of Inaim. My personal code of ethics will know, and that's enough for me. Your integrity is really all you have sometimes, you know. I mean, you keep talking about these wings.
He just looks so bad.
Look, I'm sure it's a shock to see him like this for the first time after a long time.
It's like he's already dead.
No, his skin's just a little sallow, and hopefully he'll be back up on his feet in no time.
Yeah, on his feet. Well, hurry up, feet. You've got about 2 weeks to get under him.
2 weeks? Why 2 weeks exactly?
Why 2 weeks exactly?
Oh, that's
Well,
how much time I have. That's the firm's family leave policy. After that, I am expected at the office. Lame as that sounds. So 2 weeks. Tick-tock.
Mohammed Habibi, you shouldn't... Why... Mohammed, go back. Go back, son. Son, go back. Do you hear me? Don't leave your work. I'll be fine. I mean, I am fine. You don't have to take so many days off. Your boss is an asshole. Won't he be pissed?
I already told you he can't hear you. Also, you're not fine. You're literally in the process of dying.
You think this is funny? You think it's a great time to be telling joke? They're sponsoring his green card. Do you know how hard that was for him to make that happen? I don't want him to lose that and come back here? To fucking what?
Sure. Green card, whatever. Still can't hear you.
Well, actually, counting transit time, 2 weeks minus a day. So hurry up, Baba.
listen, whatever this is that you're doing, it's not helping you.
I thought laughter was the best medicine.
Some laughter makes you light, and some laughter makes you bitter.
Okay, and what am I? Light or bitter?
You're seeing your very sick father for the first time in a long time. After a very long flight, and after receiving shocking news, not even 48 hours ago, that he was even in here. You flew in a tin box for 12 hours across an ocean, only to find him silent under a thin hospital sheet, and he can't even speak to you. I'm just saying that it makes sense that you're reacting. Buddy, it's okay, buddy.
He's crying. No, don't cry. Listen, he's crying.
Yeah, I can see.
Can't you see he's crying? Do something. Can't you do something?
Muhammad's phone receives a text message from Jacob.
Monkey, everything K? Arrived at the hotel yet? Did you go straight to hosp?
I told you, he can't hear you. He can't hear me. It's always been this way.
But what about ghosts?
Obviously, those don't exist.
I can't. I could have come earlier.
No.
Muhammad's tears from a patter become a downpour, become a flood. His body shakes. He allows himself to cry as he hasn't since he was a child, with sound hiccuping, snot streaming out of his nostrils as he loses every last shred of his composure. Yasser, appearing desperate to dam Muhammad's tears, takes him strongly into his arms. Though much larger than his friend, Muhammad appears dwarfed by the embrace. Baba keeps reaching for Muhammad, attempting to hold him, wanting to give him physical comfort, and can't.
Okay, look, not even because of the crying, but can I just want to touch him one last time. Can't you? Won't you?
He can't hear you. He can't see you. He can't touch you. You can't touch him. You will be able to hear and witness him and anyone else in this room, angel or mortal, for only as long as it takes your soul to uncouple from your body. I'm sorry, wait, son of your lineage. It's always been this way. Muhammad abruptly extracts himself from Yasser's embrace, and with a savage cry coming from a throat burning with prescient, precocious loss, gathers up his father, wires and all, and leaning over the hospital bed, brings the wisp of the man who gave him life and first love to his chest. His voice is muffled against the solidity of his father's body. Baba stands as close as he can to his only son, watching him cradle what was once his body, on its way to becoming an empty shell. Act 7, Hospital Staycation.
2 days later, hospital room interior. Muhammad is in the hotel room, scrolling through a Facebook feed. Baba follows along. The phone rings. It is Jacob, again.
Jacob. Yaqub. Answer, ya Muhammad, it's Jacob.
Muhammad gets up and paces.
What's wrong, son? Just answer.
Muhammad goes into the adjoining bathroom and closes the door. The call goes to voicemail.
It is my own personal warden and accountant. Good of you to drop by.
Oh, please. You think you're the only dead man dying? Also, better get used to killing time, my friend. You've never had as much of anything at all as you do now, time. Anyway, I can't stay. I'm just checking on your progress and then I have to go. So far, so good. I'd say you're at like 20%. No rough edges.
No, wait. 20%?
20%.
20% in how many days?
Since the coma, 4 human days. 4.
Okay, so 20% in 4 days. So in like 16 more days, I'll be.
Oh, no. It's nothing like that, like linear like that, I mean. Lots of factors, you know. I'd be about as accurate as your weathermen trying to predict it.
Well, they do tend to try first. And of course, why would it be linear? That's crazy.
The afterlife abhors a straight line just as much as nature does.
Bubba is about to answer when the cell phone display lights up again. It is Jacob again.
Yagob, it's him again. Answer, Yabni. Talk to your friend. It's his best friend.
Yes. I guess I knew that.
You know, that boy's always
Also,
been
he can't hear
like this. Well, that boy's always been like that. Stoic. When he doesn't need to be. Like how he won't pick up his phone. That's his best friend. His best friend. Why reject the comfort of a familiar voice while he has to stay in this awful room? Like one time, he must have been what? 5, 6, 7.
Well, which time are you talking about?
Well, we'd moved out of the apartment for a day or two or something, you know, to have it properly fumigated. We were being overrun by roaches, big as ducks.
5.
Anyway, this is
5.
What?
5. He was 5.
Oh, you know that, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I know everything that's ever happened. What I don't know is how many times I'll have to tell you that.
Okay. I thought it was maybe just what was in the book.
Nope. Everything.
Yeah. Okay. 5 then. Yeah, sounds right. Anyway, young, very young, a small boy. I could circle his arm between my thumb and forefinger. Anyway, the steps at the place we were staying were steeper, and he wasn't used to them. So one Friday, we're leaving from the mosque, and he's excited, like he always is, to be outside. And in his rush to meet the street, he stumbles on the first step when its height betrays him. Falls real hard, stitches in his forehead, on his elbow, 11 of them in total, 2 and change for every year.
Well, 9 stitches.
Okay, if you'll set your abacus aside for a second, that's not the point. He was a small boy. Such a small boy. I don't know what happened to turn him into the the wall that he is now, huh? Anyway, he fell. He picked himself right back up, bleeding and all. You could see it in his face, the effort he was making to not cry. His face was splotchy with it, his eyes glistening, but his chin set to this stubborn tilt with the effort of forcing it down. I could almost see him swallow them, his tears. Oh. I think my heart broke a little that day, watching him, so young, shove pain down his gullet as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Why did he not come running, crying to me, to his father? Where did he learn to sit alone with a thing like that so young? I even told him, I said he could cry, that bigger boys than him cry when they hurt. No shame in it, but he just wouldn't. Made fists of small hands, got up and marched down the rest of those giant steps, and I didn't know what to do with it. All the comfort I wanted to give him, he wouldn't take. So I bought him 3 scoops of ice cream and 2 bags of chips on the way home from the clinic and made him promise he wouldn't rat me out to his mother. I think he liked us having a secret to keep together. And here he is again. Oh, my boy. Oh. Oh, once 5, now 35, my boy, about to lose his last living parent. Oh, God. It was a mistake, to just have one.
Oh, but there's already so many of you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He was a handful, and so, well, there was so much of him, so much joy in him, so much curiosity. We could barely keep up. To be honest, I was 44 when he was born, so his mother was younger, but not by much.
Genuinely, I know.
Sorry. Yes. That omniscient thing is going to take me a minute to get used to, okay?
It's been longer than a minute.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was 44, already so tired all the time. It didn't feel to us like we needed another, to just to have another. And then with Muna gone so suddenly, well, the thought of marrying again and having to get used to someone new again and starting a whole new family again, and the thought of introducing him to some new mother. Well, what did I need with any of that when there was Muhammad? But now he could have had a brother here or a sister. He could be sitting in this room with a sibling of his own flesh and blood, not alone like this. Who will help carry me down into the grave, my only child, alone in that pit.
Muhammad's cell phone rings again. It is Jacob again.
There he is again. Yaqub. Muhammad! Oh my God, I could kill him. Pick up, son. Pick up the phone. Adam was not meant to be alone. Ugh, good boy.
Hi, Daddy.
Daddy?
Is he dead?
Dad.
Dead? What? How rude. Also, that's Jacob? God, he looks so... Is that makeup?
Right. You've never actually seen him.
Why does he want me dead?
Okay, sorry. That was a terrible way to ask, but I just thought that...
No, he's not dead. He's the same.
Yaqub! Why do you want me dead? What I ever do to you?
He can't hear you.
Shh. I'm trying to listen.
I just thought when I didn't hear from you, I assumed you'd landed to bad news and just... I don't know. Wait, you mean things wrong?
I mean, everything is wrong. He's still here, still dying.
Yeah, but he's like alive right now.
What is up with that little reedy sounding faggy bastard?
So he is alive.
Yeah?
Are you fucking serious?
Oh shit, here we go.
Yeah.
Then, Monkey, if he's not dead, and you landed to nothing scary or surprising, and you've been there for almost 2 days, why the fuck haven't you called?
Jacob, I don't...
Or picked up one of the 17 times I called you? Or replied, I don't know, to a single one of my texts?
It's just been...
It's just been what? What has it been? What has it been that you couldn't be bothered to call my worried ass to update me on what's happening if everything was fucking la-di-da over there.
Why is he so mad? Acting like he's his parent or something.
Look, I don't know. It's been
What?
hard to talk, is what it's been. You know how I get when I'm upset. I feel like I've not caught up with it myself yet.
Who picked you up from the airport?
This guy is so weird. How is this a way to comfort your best friend about to lose his dad?
Who, Mo?
What?
What was it? Was it Yasser? That was the plan, right? He picked you up?
Yes, but what does that have to
Right.
do with anything?
Yeah, got it. So Yasser picks you up from the airport, and immediately you start ignoring all my calls and texts. Way to go, monkey. Way to fucking go.
What's he have against Yasser?
I mean, nothing against like yes sir per se.
Daddy, please.
Then what? Also, why does he keep calling him daddy? I don't understand. Is this an inside joke or something like?
Why would you do that? Knowing how I feel about all this? Why would the first thing be that you'd cut me out when I'm feeling farthest away from you and the most helpless and the most insecure?
You're right. It's hard to talk sometimes.
God, I love watching you humans fight. So much drama, so many pregnant pauses. It's really...
You know, Mo? Sometimes you're not very nice to me.
I'm sorry.
For what?
For what?
What's he apologizing for?
I'm sorry I wasn't more considerate of you. I'm sorry I took you for granted. I'm sorry I wasn't more communicative at a time when I knew it would worry you. I really am sorry. I'm sorry, Jacob.
I just don't get you sometimes. All I'm trying to be is there. Why won't you let me?
I'm sorry, Jacob. First and only son of Jacob. I am so very sorry.
Okay. I mean, this isn't okay. But I am putting it away, and we'll talk about it later.
Thank you.
God, what a needy friend to have. Like Muhammad's father's dying, and this little shit's feelings the most important thing in the room. You know, I don't know where Muhammad finds them, to be honest.
Oh, you'll still be punished, baby boy. But I guess it can wait until you're back.
What?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Punished like how?
What is happening?
Oh, however I say.
Why are they talking like that? What is happening?
I'm gonna go.
I deserve whatever Daddy decides.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh, this one might take a minute, so maybe we can just like put a pin in it.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh, there's really no reason to freak out.
He's Muhammad is.
Oh,
he's انت خول يا محمد انت خول يا محمد خول he's
Baba turns with violence toward his son, as potent in his body, to manifest it in the mortal realm. His is not a cold violence. The passion of his whole being lives in his fists. Muhammad is safe. Muhammad is mother.
خول يا محمد خول يا محمد خول he's after all these years he's خول my sons why يا محمد why would you do that to your father? I wish I died before knowing this day.
Well, technically you're kind of on the way.
Shut the fuck up.
He can't hear you. He can't hear you. He can't see you. You can't hit him. You can't touch him.
Yes, I know he can't fucking hear me. And that it's fucking always been this fucking way, okay? I know! You really don't have to keep repeating yourself all the time. Don't you have some other death to bungle up?
Okay, no, that is not okay. Just because you're in the pre-afterlife doesn't mean that you can just...
Okay. Look, sorry, this isn't the most graceful dismount, but this doesn't actually feel very good right now. I love you and I want you always. But I just need to know what's going on right now.
Oh, he's still in a coma.
Dead! He's dead, you've killed him!
Okay. And what are the doctors saying?
Nothing definite. It's inshallah this, inshallah that. I mean, in one way or another, they're suggesting I prepare myself for the worst.
And what's left to worry about, ya khawal? When the worst has already happened, it's already happened!
So unnecessary.
Baby, that's so hard.
Yeah. Jacob, I can't stand it. I can't stand to look at him like this. It's like, where is my dad?
Dead. He's dead. Murdered by his only son's treason. Dead, worse than dead. I could ask him the same question, couldn't I? What has he's gone and done with my son? How could you do this to me, to us? How could you take this from me? The story I thought I knew so well about my one and only son. Couldn't you have waited? I'm already 20% gone.
I wish I'd visited more.
Too busy getting fucked in the ass, you faggot.
You visited when you could?
There's so much I wish I would have done differently.
Oh, baby. A good, sweet baby. You have been so good to your father. I've watched you with him for years. I've listened to you talk to him for years. And I know you poured what you could of yourself into the container of that relationship. It's not your fault the container wasn't big enough to fit all of you. It's not your fault.
Container? What's this faggot saying now?
Okay, I mean, I know you're upset and there's a lot to process here, but must you really?
Must I really what?
I know it's not my fault. It's still hard not to mourn how things could have been.
All the language?
I wish I were there with you.
Are you serious? That's what's got you upset?
I wish you were here too.
Mm.
It's just so like, faggot this, faggot that.
Could really use your arms around me right now. I'd nestle into them and just cry. For days, just cry.
Oh, baby boy. It breaks my heart to hear that.
I mean, honestly, this place is a shambles. Does God know you're running around purgatory waving some rainbow flag of acceptance with your useless faggot wings? I didn't make this shit up. It's all from the same book. It's from the same fucking book, and I didn't write it. I shouldn't need to tell you all this, mister. I know everything that's ever happened.
Okay, whatever. You really need to stop talking about my wings. We can't hear you. Okay, you know what? I'm not sure my presence here is really helping anything, so I'm gonna go.
No, please don't leave me alone with this. There's nowhere I can go.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, please.
I have other things to do than be here watching all this.
So that's what the Yeti shoes are for, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. You're supposed to wear them and think of me.
Think of you wearing your Yeti shoes?
No. Holding you in cotton clouds. Making surfaces soft wherever you choose to tread. wrapping your most cold and vulnerable bits in warm breathing fabric, being the familiar thing that's with you wherever you go.
Jacob, I love you, but I feel like maybe something a little less bulky.
Oh, come on. I know you're happy to have them.
Yes, but they were such a hassle in the airplane. I can't tell. The feet took up all the leg room.
But aren't you glad you're wearing them now?
Yes.
Are you wearing them now?
Is this some kind of weird sex thing?
Huh?
If it is, get me out of here before I figure out a way to rip out my own eyes. Get me out.
Me too.
Looking good.
Show me yours.
See?
I just love seeing you in them, monkey. They're so cozy, aren't they? They're so cozy. They just make me feel immediately better.
I do love them, I have to admit, in spite of myself.
What's not to love? They're warm, they're comfy, they're funny enough to make me laugh every time. And when we wear them a lot, you know, we have to Swiffer the apartment way, way less.
Oh, is it we who have to Swiffer the apartment way, way less?
Baby, don't ruin a cute moment with talk of Swiffers, okay?
You're right. You're right. I must be some kind of monster.
Cute.
Anyway, it's silly, but it's nice to have something here with the smell of home. It's not you, but it makes me feel good knowing you're over there wearing yours too right now.
I never turn down an opportunity to dress up as something other than myself.
But I like yourself.
Stop it.
I like yourself,
Why like yourself?
but I like yourself.
Stop it. Oh, why are I already gone? When you weren't living, what will I do with all of it? What will I do with all the shame? The eternity I have to enjoy it in? Can I? Is there not oblivion somewhere?
I love yourself, Jacob. First and only son of Jacob.
I thought when you got past the first part, the living part.
I love you, Muhammad. First and only son of your lineage who I wish I'd met. I tell them what a good man they made.
I thought it was supposed to be the end of pain.
Muhammad continues to speak lovingly to his partner. It's the first time he's smiled in days. End of part 1 of Faggy Faafi Cairo Boy. I don't know what happens now. Yay, everybody!
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, everyone.
And to you, Mariam.
Congrats,
Oh,
Mariam.
You did such a wonderful job with it. I'm not sure what happens now. Anyone from the festival? Hello. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you all so much for reading. Thank you to those of you who attended this reading. I guess that's everything.